Finding a microphone that sounds professional, but also that's not going to break your bank is quite a hard thing to do. One that has controllable software that you can utilize at your fingertips. But when you get studio quality audio, customizable RGB, and a software that comes with it all tight up into one little package, you get this. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's get this unboxed. Like I said, this is the Maono, I'll have to have a look. The DM30 programmable USB condenser microphone. Now let's have a little look, see what we get. So like I said, the model is the DM30. We have a boom arm and a microphone thread stand. So this is compatible with 3/8 and 5/8 threads. We have a microphone front knob function, which is allow you to adjust the gain control, adjustment, mute button, as well as a headphone volume. So you can use headphones to monitor them. Flexible and adjustable knobs, so the stand can be rotated 300 degrees. And then we also have RGB lighting display, which is 9 modes. Red, orange, yellow, blue, cayenne, blue, purple. Yeah, we get it. And then on the side, you can get this in 4 color variations: pink, purple, black, and white. The one we've got is the black one. And the main features that these go for is cardioid polar pattern, mic gain control, real-time monitoring, headphone volume adjustment, all metal body, high sensitivity audio recording, as well as companion software, which is quite nice. And the one thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be linking this with one of their other products, which is the global best-selling internet microphone. That's what it's called. But obviously we'll get into that later. So let's get this unboxed. So all we get the microphone, which is on a little boom arm stand already. And then we get accessories. Let's have a look-see. We get a USB type A to USB type C, but the USB type C is actually on a 90-degree angle, which is interesting. And the USB type A is actually linked. So if you pull that off, we get another USB type C. So depending on what orientation you're using this in, you can use both. Quite nice little touch there. Then we get a little user manual here. This is just going to tell you everything about the device, how to work it, how to set it up, as well as the actual software, which we're going to look into as well after we've looked at this. So the microphone itself, yes, all metal body. We've got the nice little mesh going on side here, and inside here we do have the more microphone foam. We do have audio button, we do have headphone and the audio level. And then we have the nice little tactile button here, which is for the audio adjustments. Now on the bottom here, we do have the headphone port, USB Type-C port, and then also a little RGB button, which is quite nice. So that's allow you to utilize the RGB function on a different stand, sorry. Or if we unscrew the bottom, so the bottom as well has 2 different types of threads. So there's your 3/8 as well as your 5/8 thread. So you can use this straight away on a boom arm. And then you've already got your attachment there, so you don't need to worry about that, which is quite nice. Nice little touch because it's hidden there. But then again, if you just want to use it on the basic microphone stand, you can do as well, which is quite nice. Right, let's go over to the desk. We'll get this tested out and see what we're working with. So I've got the microphone on my desk now. What we're going to do is use it straight from USB Type-C to USB Type-C to the PC. Going to use OBS Studio to record. I'm not going to add any filters or anything. It's just going to be straight audio. I'm currently getting the software loaded up, which you can download from their website. So we're going to go through a little bit of that. I'll do a little bit of screen recording and we'll talk about it more in just a second. So I've got the microphone hooked up, got the software going. You can see it in a little image here. So we've got the software going. As soon as I downloaded it, it did an automatic firmware update on the microphone. So we're all good to go. So I'm currently recording on the DJI microphone right now, as you can hear. So what we're going to do is swap audio over to the DM30 and we'll go from there. So you now should be hearing me through the DM30. Did a little tap test just to prove it. So we still are connected. So as we can see, you've got the microphone at the top. We can see the audio levels. We do have mute and all that sort of stuff. We do have gain at the bottom here, which is currently set to 100%. Not sure why. We have headphone volume as well as mic monitoring. Remember, we can use a set of headphones with these. Plug directly straight into the bottom. I'll show you an image now, and directly monitor your own voice, so it makes your stream a lot smoother, so you can hear kind of the aspect of what everybody else is hearing, which is quite nice. Now I'm going to try and talk at the microphone. I keep forgetting I'm not using my DJI mic. So we do have the RGB adjustments at the bottom. So what we can do is change it to different static colors. Like I said, you've got red, orange, green, blue, purple, and then you can't just have the standard RGB, which I do believe looks a bit nicer. Like I said, you can see from the video now, we do have quite a nice RGB effect going on the bottom, which is quite nice. Now, if we go into the advanced tab, we can change more. Like I said, we do have the gain and the monitoring. We can change the EQ levels as well. We have the limiter, compressor, as well as the noise cancellation. So you do have full maneuverability around this, around the software, and it's very simple and very easy. Just going to move that there. It's very simple and very easy, and like I said, I am recording this through pure audio, through OBS. I don't have any filters or anything attached to it. I'm just recording raw. So that's all this is. Like I said, if you are going to use this for your streaming, by all means, you can add limiters, compressors, and the noise cancellation as well. That is all down to you. The microphone does have full utilization, but it's also not going to break the bank, which is probably the bit where I like the most. So I just want to do a little bit of a side take. Currently recording on the Osmo Pocket 3, but I'm also using the DM30 microphone to actually monitor my voice, and I'm actually quite surprised how clear it actually is. Like I said, you saw from the filming footage when I was talking to the microphone, slightly away from the microphone, you could see that the microphone was capturing as much audio intake as I was given. And now I'm actually listening to my own voice. Normally what I struggle with is when I'm monitoring my own voice, I normally stutter over my own voice. So like if I'm in-game talking to friends and all that good stuff, when I'm about to say something, I catch myself out because I can hear my own voice and normally it doesn't sound very good. This is pretty much sounding the exact way you're listening to it, if that makes any sense for you guys out there that know what I mean. But the one thing I did like about this is, as a matter of fact, yes, it's on a stand. It's just, without knocking the camera, it's on a stand. But the 3/8 and 5/8 thread on the inside allows me to use it on a boom arm, so I can use it on... So I can use it on a boom arm like this, how I've got this one set up right now. This is what I predominantly use for gaming, but I think I'm going to be changing over to this one, just because it sounds a lot better. But yeah, not a bad microphone. If you're thinking about getting one yourself, check the links in the video description. So guys, is this going to be your new best friend in 2025? Going into 2026, of course. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know in the comment section below if you've actually got one of these, you use one of these, and if you have any comments, please drop it down below. I really want to hear from you guys. Like I said, I'm starting to pick up with the YouTube videos, trying to get more and more out there for you guys, especially with it coming up to Christmas and coming up to 2026, which is quite bad to say. This year really has just disappeared. So let me know in the comment section below if, one, you have this product, two, if you own any of their products, because I want to know. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.